Traffic cones everywhere. It's like they're mocking me. I've been working on this album for 6 years. They say you have your whole life to make your debut, so I really took my time. I wanted to know exactly what I was trying to make people feel. I was learning guitar, learning how to use my voice, throwing paint at the wall. The first song that made it out of my room was Boyfriend. I had some chords and needed a studio, fast. I flew a little too close to the sun and felt parts of me fall off. So I needed to make something that couldn't melt. This must be what Icarus went through. We probably had it coming. The sun is like one big fucking traffic cone. I should probably slow down.
Can only imagine what kind of hooligans we look like in that game right now.
Sorry, hold on.
We should switch hats though.
Hold on 1 second, sorry. Sorry, hold on. I'm sorry.
Yeah, fucking just like that, Curtis. That sounds great. Swung. As opposed to like straight ahead.
I need that cut.
Yeah.
Can I talk to him?
Damn. We should really have Nathan play fucking bass on this. Yo, you have Nathan and Nathan.
Oh.
Spitting with the gang, you would think I had me some coke in my cup. My OG23, he keep a beam in the trunk. Oh me, oh my, yes sir. It could all be over. It could all be over. It's all over.
What does love feel like for you?
Putting bullshit on my name when I'm around you. I forget my name. They only come closer, so let this record play. I know that they feel this. Fuck about my face. I know that they feel this.
straight ahead, or
Yeah.
is it kind of like weaving a bit,
Yeah.
grooving a little more?
Because it could be like weaving and like knitting and like yarning.
Damn, that's the most artist shit I've ever heard.
Or
in my
bobbing
life.
and pinning.
No, you make art, dog?
And
fucking art ass.
dogging
fucking
and
whole
sending.
art forehead ass.
Yeah,
Whole
bitch.
foot fucking 8 head fucking art ass.
I feel like most musicians have been affected by what I call the Kurt Cobain syndrome. There's a lot of articles, threads, and posts that go in depth on it, but I call it this because it's the personality that everyone adopted from recent generations. Nonchalant, inexpressive, mumbling, and too cool for school attitude that ended up helping no one. No one knows what a team is or looks like. No one turns down a commission. No one cares enough to love people through their opinions. No one knows how to illustrate their story. No one knows who to go to for answers. I love Kurt, and guess what? Everyone does. People need to meet us. Not David Lynch, not Warhol, not Nina Simone. At the beginning of my album recording, my dad told me something that I couldn't deny. He was like, "You should make songs about love. Everything else is not you." Most people would hear that and be offended by a box, but a box is a prison to those looking for an excuse to hold back. So I said, okay, maybe I'm a romantic. What does that mean exactly? Can boys be that? Does being sensitive as a guy get you into more trouble than fortune? Do I already know the answer to that question? Do people even like albums anymore? How can I turn that into a conversation with my friends? Oh yeah, you just ask. So the first interview is with the same person that executive produced this album.
Yeah.
What's something about making an album that you feel like people really don't understand or couldn't imagine?
Intention. And like trying to take an artist's vision and focus the lens even further. And what that takes and the emotional labor that goes into that sort of thing. I know you like know exactly what I mean.
Yeah.
And like laser focusing in on what the vision is, what impact emotionally it's going to have on someone, what you want to say, what you want people to feel and experience. That stuff is all just such an emotional burden. Hey, I'm on my way back now.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That was it. Killed it. Thank you. That's the...
Do you think that men enjoy sharing their feelings?
No. Absolutely not. I mean, it depends,
Yeah.
you know, 100% it depends.
Yeah.
You enjoy it.
Yeah.
You enjoy it. I got some of my homies who enjoy it.
Yeah.
But men as a general standard, nah.
Yeah. What can you imagine might be the holdback when it comes to that?
Industrialization. Yeah, like just the mechanisms that like society has placed on what the fuck a man should do or shouldn't do in terms of expression. So, yeah.
I think about that a lot, that era of my life a lot, and her a lot, because I feel like I can learn a lot from her, and I need to adopt the same kind of like headspace that I was in when I was 10, because literally was getting 1 to 2 likes at most, and I was like, hey guys. So, and now I'm just like so scared of posting anything.
Hey guys! Happy Valentine's Day! So I'm really bored, so I'm gonna like be uploading like videos of me singing. So if that's okay with you guys, like, yeah, cause I'm really like bored and there's nothing to do. So yeah, I have nail polish in my hand. I don't know why, but yeah. So first I'm gonna be rapping Justin's part from Ladies Love Me by Chris Brown, and a lot of people say that I'm mistaking it because it's Chris Brown, Look at Me Now. No! It's Chris Brown, Ladies Love Me featuring Justin Bieber. My goodness.
What was the first time you had your heart broken? So when I was a kid, I rarely got beaten. I wasn't really a bad kid. If anything, I was a model kid. I was a people pleaser. And so whenever I'd get scolded, that would always be, heartbreaking. 'Cause I hated disappointing people. I hated being the subject of disappointment and, bad feelings. And, as a little perfectionist, this baby perfectionist, being scolded meant I made a mistake. And that was a big deal.
And it's been funny asking people this, but do you think that men enjoy sharing their feelings?
An enjoyment for sharing of feelings is nowhere near promoted in our culture as men.
I feel silly even asking the questions.
Yeah,
I'm like, what? Like,
duh. Yeah, like that's a no-brainer for sure. But it's like, that's always how society's been, though.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah,
and that's what makes the role of the woman so important.
Yeah.
Because like that nurturer is what brings that out, is what make you realize like all these different ways to go about like expressing emotions. Like,
damn,
shit be different, bro. Like,
yeah.
There's another thing I wanted to add too, bro.
Yeah.
Just about the man and the expression of, bro, like, especially I'm raised by Jamaican parents, but I really grew up in the country. Like, I had to realize that was a thing. Like, because growing up, you're only gonna know what you're exposed to. So if I'm exposed to a certain type of mentality, like, that's what I'm gonna view as like the mentality to have until like get out and see the world.
Yeah.
So like, bro, my pops never told me that he loved me till my 21st birthday. That's the first time my dad ever said, I love you, my 21st birthday. But leading up until then, I never felt like he ain't love me.
I see.
You know what I'm saying? But it's just the way that he came up. This is his way of expressing his love.
Yeah.
And it's not by verbally saying it for whatever reason. And it could be a part of like the 10 toes of homophobia in the culture. It's like certain men, like, they so engulfed in that thinking, bro, where like that's rational to them. Like, me telling my son I love you is weird because he's a man and I'm a man, and that's weird. You know what I'm saying? People really like
feel that way.
10 toes on that, bro.
Yeah.
And I had to realize like that's the type of culture that I come from. I don't feel that way, but like that's how I was raised. And it's hella people that I love that I never told them I love them before. You feel me? And that's off of just fighting that mentality. That's just like it having some type of feeling, like to be like, oh damn, that's weird. It's like for that to even have a certain type of feeling to be attached to it. That's what we wrong at right there.
If love was a shape, what shape would it be?
I feel like, I don't know, I feel like it would spiral shit. No, real shit, like, holy shit.
Does that count?
You're so real. No, because I was gonna say something, but like, yeah.
It's a spiral, because,
Damn.
man.
No, you're so real. Like, it spirals up and it spirals down.
And it just
It's
back
just so,
and
it's like a
good.
fucking roller coaster. It
it's-
loops around.
Yeah.
I mean, fuck what anybody else said.
Yes.
What the fuck? Yeah, I mean, with that being said, we just met, so
Yeah.
respectfully.
Yeah.
What parts of yourself, if any, had to be quiet to belong in your gender? However you might take that.
Yeah. Well, so like growing up, I was very much not like, I was a tomboy, you know, and then like by that in turn was called like the lesbian word that one, DY or whatever. So and then like trying to be not a girl. So like hating pink. I love pink now. I love pink so much. Just like hating stereotypically girly things, and then like also not being able to express yourself boy, because you could also be like, oh, you're just trying to be like one of the guys, or like, oh, you are a lesbian, or like, oh, like never. And then nowadays I'm like, I sometimes fear being too feminine, because then that's the only time people like not find you attractive, but like see you more so, I guess. And then I'm like, but that's not how I want to be seen, but I love being feminine. It's like so much back and forth all the time that I kind of just stopped and I said, I'm gonna do anything. However I feel that day is how I'm gonna be, you know? It's just every little thing is scrutinized to the point where you kind of just have to give up on trying to fit into whatever they're putting you in.
Why do you think that you or people try to fit in at all?
Because it makes you feel safe, and it's like back to that community thing.
Yeah.
You know, it makes you feel less lonely to fit in.
I'm cuter when I'm focused up. I'm gonna feel like, wait, how many pills you take? I'm gonna feel like, wait, how many pills you take? I'm gonna feel like, wait, how many pills you take? I'm gonna feel like, wait. I've been going through it alone. Too much racks to have a soul. I just picked a geek up, she incredible. Won't even lie to you, there I still got double O's. I treated you good, merciful, my friends won't be the same. I treated you good, merciful, my crew won't be the same. I treated you good, merciful, my mans won't be the same. I treated you good, merciful, my city won't be the same. Yeah. Ain't no way I just got all that on video. I'll be
The benefit of the doubt, where like they can be right in front of my face and be like, I'm going to hurt you.
Yeah. Is there a memory you revisit, like a ritual? So one that you don't intentionally come back to, don't purposefully go back to, but it keeps coming back up. You find yourself with this memory often.
I don't know. That's an interesting question. I never thought about that. The thing that comes to mind is actually a reoccurring dream I have of like a specific old house growing up, and it's like some Inception type shit where like that house is like the represents like the deeper parts of my mind kind of, and I'll have dreams where I've had, you know, people like inside it and they're fucking shit up, and it's like I'm like, oh, you know.
When it comes to motorcycles and bikes, I get addicted to the thrill. Live fast, die young. Americana. It's the same way with love. I'd rather mean nothing to you than something to no one. When I love someone, I don't need to feel safe. I need to feel alive. Fast is exciting, and exciting is dangerous. I came up with a theory that people like me make the best house party because the best house party is the one where the house burns down. Who needs a nostalgia when you need a fire extinguisher right now? But I'm not sure that romance is an overnight thing. I should probably slow down.
Yeah, I think a statement and a chance to like evoke, you know, all of these pretty sounds, but also just have this extremely raw discomfort.
Yeah.
Of like, these aren't just a bunch of pretty love songs, you know?
Yes. It's like reinforcing the
Honestly, what it's reinforcing is this is a person.
Yeah.
This is a person's album, not a bunch of love songs.
This isn't like an artist, this is a person.
Boom.
You know, it's both, but like emphasis on the, hey, human being here.
Story.
Yeah.
Story. Yeah.
This is the lore.
I'm gonna start showing that downbeat there instead.
Yeah. Ooh, that was weird. Let's listen to that back.
It's whatever, bruh.
You click your eyes like magnets. This is not a good morning. Trying to implicate a love. It's possible that I have needs. You click your eyes like maggots. This is a flight on board it. Beating like a yellow drum. And I want you to humble me. But that's another conversation. Whoa, that's another conversation. Whoa, keep her 'cause she doesn't let go. Keep her 'cause she doesn't let go. I want a snake bath. 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 They hug food.
What I would call death. Yeah, they definitely liven up a lot.
Something on my mind since I was little.
You're not really feeling me like that. You're tweaking. You don't even fucking care, bro. You're tripping.
Since I was little.
Come back now. Where are you even gonna go? You literally have nowhere to go. Come back.
Something on my mind since I was keep her 'cause she doesn't let go. Keep her 'cause she doesn't let go.
So you like it?
I want a snake bath. I want a snake bath. I want a snake bath. I want a snake bath.
I think the most romantic thing has to be allowing your partner to make mistakes, for sure. Because I think that a lot of people have this idea or fantasy on what the most perfect relationship can be, and when your partner makes a mistake, you kind of almost feel like, all right, this is it, like I'm gonna end this right here, right now. But when you allow that person to make that mistake and learn from that, it's like kind of healing childhood trauma.
Boom. If someone loved you perfectly right now, would you know how to receive it?
No. And I know that. Not in a bad way.
Yeah.
Not in a bad way. Because I think that's kind of currently happening to me in like a lot of different ways, but like a very specific examples coming to mind, and I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not sure how to respond. But mostly, I actually think about this a lot because I'm like, is it something that I'm being hesitant about because I'm just like being sure? Am I being like kind of shy about it? Am I just like kind of trying to see where it goes? Or am I genuinely like actively taking myself away from a situation that requires a lot of vulnerability? Like, what is the...
Like resisting, maybe?
Yeah, like where's the resistance coming from?
Last one. In your opinion, just from what you've seen, from what you've experienced, from what you can tell,
okay.
Do you think that men enjoy sharing their feelings? That's been the response for every time I've asked that question.
No.
Just laughter.
Yeah, no. I think that's really funny. No, I think they, like, if we're talking like standard stereotype man, like, right, that initial thought, that person, I think they like to share their feelings. They don't want to share anything that requires a lot of vulnerability, which I understand.
Did you like ever feel emasculated talking about love, or were you always confident talking about this? It's different when you're a guy, right? Like girls are supposed to be loved, they're supposed to be more prone. But I feel like men, we try to like, we promote this culture of like, oh, love is for pussies.
Yeah.
If you love, you're gay or some shit.
I'm gonna be real with you, man. I've been doing this for 3 years, and I feel that way every single time. I think most people wouldn't even ask that question because they wouldn't even relate to it.
Right.
Yeah. Every time.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too, bro.
Yeah, man.
You're expected to figure it out, and and thug it out.
Yeah.
If someone loved you perfectly right now, would you know how to receive it? Perfectly. Oh. Is it weird that I don't know what me being loved perfectly is? I've never thought about like what a perfect love is. This one is kind of, I trust it. Would I know how to receive it? I mean, that's probably the answer to the question right there.
Yeah. Ready, my jit? We got glasses, you ready, my jit? We pop off, is you ready, my jit? Honestly, take a second, my jit. You gon' learn you a lesson, my jit. I got women and wonderment weapons, and then you gon' leverage your treasury tit. You as broke as you can be jit. Pity the fool that's coming around, tryna ask about my bitch, bruh. Pity the fool that's coming around, tryna ask about my bitch. Pity the fool that's coming around, tryna ask about my bitch, not my bitch. Yeah. Power season. the outside too.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, can y'all clap? Just one clap, because that's gonna be mad confusing.
Yeah. Oh wait, we're just like.
Boom, there it is. All right.
Yeah. Like obviously I know why it became a thing, but the way that we've gone with it being so important is fascinating to me. Because on a biological evolutionary standpoint, obviously it makes sense, but I think it's really interesting how, I mean, it's worked its way into our languages. Like in Latin roots, there's words that are male or female, which branches out into Spanish and French and all these other languages. And I think it's interesting how that can play a role in people's perception of it. I think it's interesting how it has changed so much over time. And I think that trying to understand one opposite side of it kind of detracts from the point of why is it so important.
What parts of yourself had to be quiet to belong in your gender?
Ooh, man. This is a weird one, but my love of masculinity had to be quiet to fall in with my gender, you know? And that's not to say I didn't do masculine things, but like my love for competition with my friends, the closeness I have with men had to be kind of quieted because of like my gender and my assumed sexuality. I'm a pretty straight passing guy.
Yep.
Being as colorful as I wanted to when I was growing up, I couldn't do that to try and stick in with my gender. I grew up in small towns like Shreveport, Louisiana, Omaha, Nebraska, the Panhandle of Florida. So yeah, I had to dress quietly in order to like not be singled out in public or in school. Mostly that sort of stuff.
Oh, yeah, perfectly said.
What you're seeing now are the behaving music video rehearsals. You'll see a bunch of film photos we took too. I was gonna explain everything that happened leading up to it, but instead I'll explain what this shoot meant to me as a person. Virgil is a big inspiration for me. I never forget when he said everything he does is for 17-year-old Virgil. Everything I do is for 8-year-old May. When I first moved to Florida from New York, I was super culture shocked. I would spend a lot of time with the girls in my neighborhood. They introduced me to a lot of Haitian food and rode bikes with me to no end. One day I went over to play and learned the limits of my gender. We were playing dress up, a lot of clothes and accessories and makeup. I was having fun, and when you're 8, everything is pretend. I'm not going to explain what happened once my family caught us, but just know that I come from the same West Indie culture that Stuss was talking about. I never fit in. My brain builds worlds in minutes. That's a talent in some places, but a humiliation ritual where I'm from. So, fuck where I'm from, and fuck where you're from. I'm an artist. My job is to humiliate the world. That day sucked. That's why God makes new days. Life is a field trip, and we have a playlist to make. I love music because it's mindless. It will hurt you and heal you at the same time. My story is bigger than gender, but a piece of it is that 8-year-old trying to be a boy when the truth is he already was that. I'm probably the most sensitive person you will ever meet. When I came up with the scene of the actors holding an ice cube between their foreheads, I didn't do it because it looks cool. I did it because it takes time for ice to melt. That's what romance is to me. I like the little symbol touches he's adding. I like it.
Do you think you should do some in this section?
I do. I like the shimmer. It doesn't have to be dramatic, but...
Yeah, I mean, if you have some talent, I'm sure you have.
Yeah, what's something about, when it comes to the general public, what's something about making a project or an EP or even an album from your standpoint, from your perspective, that the general public really doesn't understand or would have a hard time grasping?
That's a really cool question. I mean, you have the technical aspect of it, just the time spent, and we both know how much time it takes. But it's also interesting because sometimes it's a very, very long process, and then other times it happens lightning fast, which is crazy. Those are projects that, you know, I was producing for other people. It wasn't my personal project. But I think when it's your personal project, you really do take your time. And if you don't, then you're probably rushing it. But the general public, I think, doesn't understand the emotion involved in it. At least, I mean, I know me personally, like, when I put together the 13-track album, that was nothing but emotion. And it took me forever, and I was just by myself doing the whole thing, like being a dick about every single detail in the process. And I just don't believe, you know, someone, your average person that's not involved in music, I don't think they understand, like, being a perfectionist in music on your own material, the amount of, like, obsessive shit you get into, and it's like almost like driving yourself crazy.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, this is timing wise pretty perfect on the battery too.
Sweet. Yeah, did you have any questions or anything on your that crossed your mind? Maybe even like ponders.
I mean, I'd be curious to see how, like, I don't know, how other people would, like, the last thing you asked me, how, you know, maybe somebody else would, you know, feel about, like, sharing, like, some other man would feel about sharing their emotions.
Yeah.
It's like I'm not really got a very good grasp on.
You'd be surprised. Yeah, you'd be surprised. Yeah, that question is very new, and it's where it came from as far as like choice. Was definitely just one of the more latter interviews that I had where that topic got brought up, and it really like shifted my view of like what I'm even doing this for.
Oh, come on, dude! Oh my god! Yeah, you gotta modulate to that major and then in minor again. Oh my lord. They're just not gonna be ready for that, man. Oh!
I know exactly what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, alright, I'm gonna run you from the exact same spot.
People get on this love high, and that's what they expect love to be.
Even though my baby cries sometimes, she doesn't want me to wash it off. She doesn't want me to wash it off. She doesn't want me to. And some of us have not been behaving. And some of us have not been behaving. And fuck the silence, I feel the madness way behind us. Ain't talking, it's 9:95, been waiting on my gas tank. Rarely travel and you don't get out much. Wear a towel, hold my head up, yank my hips. I can't shake the frost. Gotta let nerve, bringing your ex out to Houston. Where I waited in the cold there. Even though my baby cries sometimes, she doesn't want me to wash it off. She doesn't want me to wash it off. She doesn't want me to. And some of us have not been behaving. And some of us have not been behaving.
It's not that I cannot express my feelings. It's just that who am I expressing it to? Like, it's just like,
In 2025, we went back and forth on about 40 drafts of the album cover. I decided that we needed to slow down, and we slowed all the way down. We went location scouting for like 3 days. We ended up where this documentary started, actually, and stopped on a highway. We stepped out, took a look, and said, "This is it. This is the story." People behind the camera can give you good lighting, good makeup, good wardrobe, but they can't give you heart. This was new for me, and after breaking the ice, I was alone, stranded, crying on the side of a major highway in a fur coat. Wild. On Aprilia, I wrote, "You owe nothing to who you're in front of." And that's what Pout is to me. Take up space, be ridiculous, be yourself. Whether it makes people smile or pout.
I'll be honest. This is not giving this story to track itself. It felt very model. It felt like cool and album cover, what you're going for, but like the emotion that you displayed, that you want to translate, I wasn't getting that.
You feel so right. Try to be yourself, I know. Like, is it even justice to be alone?
Yeah, roll the dice, see what happens.
Like, what's working now? Like, and ask them. Don't ask me again. All I need, all I want, all I need, all I want, fucking with you, maybe not ruin that. Fucking you, maybe not ruin that. Yeah, I see how you wanna run it back.
Can I ask you something?
Sure.
Do you feel ways about me running that program with my ex?
How do you mean?
Do you feel anything towards that?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Him being the other lead occasionally.
Oh, yeah. Do I feel anything? Like what?
Anything. Negative.
No. What do you ask?
Just to put it out there.
Gotcha.
Always something, because it is quite early. Would you mind recording Haya one more time? Thank you.
Anything you need to do, let's just do it.
Gotcha. That's honestly, in all honesty, my only hope is that we can touch that one more time. Beautiful. Thank you again. Heavy look to the left. And let me have you tilt your head down.
I don't think that the general public realizes like how much thought and intention there is behind like every single like execution. I think that it's like a common misconception that it's like, oh, they probably just like put colors together and they just put shapes together and like they just has to look pretty. But good design, like I was saying earlier, like good design has the power to like invoke feeling, and it has the power to communicate and to storytell. And if you want to execute all of that efficiently and in a manner that like is also like true to you, because there's like a billion ways to design something, but you know, like, do you want to conform, or do you want to like make designs that are personal to you and to like your own taste or your own like vision? And if you do, then it's like there's so much intention behind it. And I feel like people don't understand that like everything that is made visually, like there was like an idea or like a curiosity, and then that was conceived and further developed, and then you have to like test it out. And when you don't test it out and it doesn't work, you have to go back and you have to like allow yourself to start from scratch. And like you have to be like, dang, like it didn't work out, I have to be humble, like let's try a different route. And So all of that's like the whole creative process. And I feel like to the general masses, or like to somebody who perhaps might not be a creative themselves, I think that they just kind of like see that and they're like, oh, it got done, it looks pretty.
Oh yeah, we got it now. It's gonna hold this here.
And actually, just a little conductor stuff. That, you know, if you just do that on the downbeat, you go down on the downbeat.
Perfect. I was going up. It was a little weird.
I was counting.
Do you want me to count it in 4, or do you want me to count it just in 2? 4. Okay. All right. You want to try one?
Yeah. Yes.
All right, Scuzz. Ready? Control enter.
Can I talk?
You can talk right now, yeah.
How many? Do you think you're just gonna use one take?
I can calm.
Do you think you need to?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want me to use one full take?
I don't see why not.
Love makes us forget our own need for survival, because when we apply that love to someone else, we want to die for that person. Love erases our natural tendency to be selfish, because we want to give to the person that we love. Love makes no sense. And there's this quote that I read somewhere on the internet that said, it was a mother talking about her child, and she said, I love you more than evolution requires.
Ashes, ashes, we all fall.
I'm a lot like my grandma. My grandpa was a well-known musician in Puerto Rico, talented, a party person, and promiscuous. My grandma was just trying to raise kids and be a wife. One day, she couldn't handle it. He was hell-bent on stepping out, so she poured gasoline all over herself, and you can imagine what happened next. The festival Burning Man comes from two guys randomly building a sculpture on the beach and burning it. People can wonder why someone would do that. What could push someone to do something like that? And when does expression become danger? but I get it. The best way to love someone is to remember them. And no one remembers quiet people. Thank you for going backwards with me. This is Hayabusa, the fastest motorcycle from the 90s until the government got involved.
You ever burn rubber? Never. You ever do a wheelie? Nah. You ever hit a brick wall? Metaphorically. You ever go backwards? Sometimes. Backwards? You ever hit a brick wall? Backwards? You ever hit a brick wall?
Lay your head down sometimes.
It's like death.
New season calls for new things. I told them I want some singles. I give a fuck if you was if I need, but you've got me. And if I need, but you've got me. And if I need, but you've got me. Wrapped around your fingers. Baby, let's just say it's you and me. Baby, let's just say it's you and me. Baby, let's just say it's you and me. Baby, let's just say it's
According to Orange County Fire Rescue, it happened this weekend here near Sand Lake and Weingard when they responded to reports of a car fire. They say when their crews got here, they saw large crowds and cars involved in street racing.
fears away. I wish all my fears away. Wish your fears away. I wish all your fears away. Tweaking my guy, I'm down for more than a season, my guy. You know we all got our reasons, my guy. French, I need English, my guy. You know what I do on the weekend, my guy. I'm building bridges that lead to my God. Tomato, with pico de gallo. You know what I do on the weekend, my guy. English, my guy. That body be out this world. She keep it real, she so thorough. She from the same NY, bro. I'm coming out, 100 out. Said all you wanna be today is something that's gonna fade weeks away. And all you wanna be today is something that's gonna fade weeks away. All I need is control. All I need is that hand. All I need is one sip. All I need is one sip.
Holy shit. Holy shit, dude. Holy fuck.
It feels different, don't it?
Holy shit. My bad for reacting like that.
No, that's the normal reaction when you first hop in there, bro.
Holy fuck.
Alright, let's get this more.
Oh, sorry, alright.
Ready?
Yeah, that took my breath away.
And I believe the notes are A-C-F-E. And then you could just back off, boom, the vocal comes back in, then you're back in. So, yeah, I just thought of that because I like to leave ideas, but I don't like to abandon them. So, it would be very cool to hear that. Might work, might not work, but yeah, hopefully that paints a good picture for you, though.